morning. You smell more gooder than a bowl of pickled pig feet and frosted flakes. You ready to go? Let's go. I made this especially for you. Man, I can't believe we finally together. You know, you complete me. It's just been so, I can't.
Boy, that ain't even yours.
What's good with it, folks? Today's video I'm super excited about, man. You already seen the intro, man. That was shot after this, so hopefully it came out right. Big shout out to the Vanglorious Jehovah for helping out with that, man. We had a bunch of different ideas. I don't know exactly what's gonna go in the final cut, but if you liked it, let me know down in the comments. Hold on, let me sit down. All right, man, let me sit down. Am I good? Am I in focus? Y'all let me know down below in the comments, but we got something here. This is the GeForce RTX 3080, the Ultra for the Win 3 from EVGA, man. This right here is like gold. Hold on a second, not time for you to talk. This right here is like gold out here in these streets, but I want to give a huge, massive, big, I don't know the words to say to the homie, man, John's Films. He's another creator himself, YouTuber here in Texas. He's got a great channel, man, that's growing. At first, he was bringing you a lot of DaVinci Resolve information. So if you're into editing with DaVinci Resolve, you can go to his channel and get a lot of great tips. But in the meantime, he's doing some remodeling and didn't really have space to set up his gaming PCs. You know, I featured his setup and his son's setup on a previous episode of Shared Dope Setups, man. It was a really great space for a father and a son to game, but he was able to get his hands on an RTX 3080, and he said, hey man, do you think you and your viewers would enjoy you unboxing this and checking it out? And I said, hell yeah. So come up in here, man, real quick before we get into this. Let's talk about the situation with these graphics cards. I did a video about it pretty much at the beginning of the release for the 30 series, and I said it's not that serious. Basically, that eventually the cards will be back in stock and people will be able to get their hands on them. Wrong. But the whole situation has only gotten worse. There's been no real improvement. Now, there are ways for you to get your hands on graphics cards, but they involve lotteries. You gotta win the ability to buy it. You need to either hang out still in line at Micro Center. You need to be signed up for all of these different notification groups, or you deal with the scalpers, man. You deal with the wild prices, and I've seen people do it. I've seen people, you know, paying $900 for a $400 graphics card. It's ridiculous. Even used stuff is selling like crazy. I have a video coming up on trying to put together a budget PC. I was trying to buy a budget graphics card and it was not happening, man. The market is crazy right now, but I'm gonna have some fun with this. I'm sorry. So before we get started with this beast right here, we need to figure out which system it's going to go into. So this is my main PC right here. This is the NR200P ITX case. In here I have a Ryzen 3900 12 core 24 thread CPU, and I have a RTX 2080 Super. I don't know why I said it like that, like I'm not sure. Yes, I have a RTX 2080 Super. Moving along to this system that I recently put together. So we have a Ryzen 5 5600, 6 core, 12 threads. That right now is paired with my older RX 5700 XT. They just announced the 6700 XT. Hopefully I can get my hands on one. We'll see. Now, even though this system is my main gaming PC, I think when we break this open, the best system for it to go into will be this one, because this had the 5600 actually supports better gaming than the 3900 because of the higher IPC and the overall better gaming performance of the 5000 series. Also, this has a 750 watt PSU. I believe this is a 650 watt, and for the 3800, they say a minimum of 750. I'm sure I can make it work with the 650, but just for today, we're gonna get it in this system and see what's good. But let's go ahead and open this and see exactly what's up. All right, so we have this here. This is the Ultra for the win EVGA. I'm not going to do a whole lot of talking about the specs of these GPUs because they've been out for a long time and you can't really get your hands on them easily. So if you're watching this, man, hopefully you're just going to enjoy me like a big old kid having fun playing with this, man, to see what's good. If you want to see some of the specs, pause on this right here. If you can't read that, I'll list some right here on the side. But man, I'm excited. Let's go ahead and open this up. I just want to see what it looks like in person. Oh, ooh, oh my goodness. All right, this is massive. This box is huge. All right, slide that out. Ooh, I'm ready. Ooh, let's go ahead and open this up. You get a little EVGA pin of sticker or some sort. Let's see. You get an installation guide. I don't remember the last time I got an installation guide for a GPU. That's pretty interesting. Oh my goodness, this thing is massive. This thing is massive. Let's get it out this plastic. Ah. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. All right, man. Are you guys in here? Can you see the EVGA 3080? Oh man, I don't want to peel this plastic because it's not mine. I kind of want John to peel his own plastic, but I'm gonna have to do that. What is going on? It's like plastic all over this thing. And they don't want you to get it off. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Oh. And there we go. We have, oh man, this is, wow. This thing is massive. You see, we got the coolant right here. I'm really excited to see what type of temperatures we get, what type of performance. I believe this is RGB as well. I'm excited, man. I'm ready to go ahead and get this into the system. Let's just go ahead and make it happen. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that small little montage. Please believe this is not me trying to flex at all. I just thought that it looked really beautiful in this system with the RGB, the lights. I'm just gonna show you the real in-game performance that I get with this 3080 for the win, man. Man, let's go. All right, folks, hopefully you guys can see me. I don't like to do this for the third or fourth time, but I would do it. I would do it for you. Let me turn this down a little bit. But what we got here, man, I got Call of Duty Cold War pulled up because this is the game that I play a lot, so I can tell immediately what the difference is in the GPU that I'm using. Now, like I said, please check the description for the overall specs of the system that I'm using, but it's a Ryzen 5600X, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and we threw in that 3080. Whew, it's crazy. This is my 1440p ultra widescreen. This is the Nixius. I did a review on that, man. Check the description if you want to see a review on this, man. But we got it at 144 hertz, 1440p, so that's a resolution of 3440 by 1440. I put everything on ultra, and I'm talking about ultra high. What I disabled was the ray tracing. Now, in a game like this, is a fast-paced first-person shooter that I play multiplayer. Even though you're gonna get the best looking game, you're not gonna really enjoy the ray tracing like you would some other titles. Everything else is as max as it can go except for motion blur. I turned that off. Let's go ahead and apply and jump right into a game. If you wanna know the setup that I'm using, let me know. I'll put it in the description, hopefully. Ooh, he caught me quick. All right, let me turn that down. All right, let's try to get, oh, that was my own teammate. Y'all trying to embarrass me while I'm trying to look good for the people. We ain't gonna have that. Got him. Got him. He slid into his death. Got him. Got him. That's his 4th streak. Oh, we had 6. But you can see that we're easily at 160 FPS. We're maxing out this 144 hertz monitor. Let's go into the settings and turn NVIDIA DLSS off. I got anti-aliasing at ultra, ambient occlusion at ultra. You know, I could probably turn those down, but I just want to see where we're at. I can't tell a noticeable difference in how it looks, but we are sitting in the high 112 to 120 FPS. Still getting a pretty good playing experience. I'm still taking these suckers out. It's no problem, man. That's enough, man. That was way too easy. Light work. Let's go ahead and switch to the next game. All right, so now we're here in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I would have pulled up something like Cyberpunk, but this is another game that's pretty hard to push. I was playing it on my 2080 Super, even in the medium and regular settings, it would be hard to maintain 60 FPS in a lot of areas. So on here, I just want you guys to see that we loaded it up. Basically, I set everything to max as far as it can go. We're only hitting about 6.5 of the 10 gigs of VRAM. So let's just go into a game and actually see what it's like in the open world. Again, man, I love this game for its big, beautiful, just landscape, especially playing it in ultra wide. Up here, just looking around, doing 80s, high 70s. Oh man, it's just a beautiful game. You see in this open world, densely populated, we're averaging above 60 FPS, which for a game like this, that's all you need. Oh, let's take them out. Gotta fight some boars. We're gonna have some bacon tonight. I'm sorry, vegans. I apologize. Yeah, but you can see we're still averaging above 80 FPS. Now, like I said, this is just me showing you how powerful this card is. You already know that, but we're gonna do one more game so I can talk to you about ray tracing. All right, the last game that we have here is Control. And the reason why I brought this game in is because I really wanted to show off the ray tracing abilities. And I believe, even though I haven't played Cyberpunk yet, that this is one of the best experiences with ray tracing. I actually did a video about this. I'll leave that up here in the card or whatnot. To me, this is what ray tracing was really about. So again, we have everything at its highest preset. Now down here is where you can deal with the ray tracing settings. You can set those to high and then have everything on, like reflections, contact shadows, and debris. Let's get into an actual game and I'm going to show you exactly, to me, where I think this makes a massive difference. This is one of those sections with glass and reflections that really just showed how the ray tracing really works to take it to that next level. More than something like Battlefield 5, where you're just hoping to see the reflection of an enemy in a subtle puddle somewhere. I believe this really adds to the overall feeling of the game, and we can show you here how. So if we come here, let's look around the room. Right back here, there is a video with like this moon playing. It looks like some sort of UFO moon type of thing. If you've ever played Control, you know there are bodies that are just floating through the air randomly. And then if you come down here, and this is glass, you can actually see the reflection of the character. This is real time. You know, you could do something like this with rasterization, but it's not going to have quite the same effect, because if you look here, you can see her reflection. You can also see just briefly the reflection of that movie that we were talking about. So boom, right here, this movie, you can just see that right here reflected on this surface right here. Then boom, if we pan up, look, you can see this body reflected in the glass. Now let's go into the options and turn that off. When we hit resume game, boom, it just changes. Now, you know this is glass because you can kind of see through it, but you have none of those reflections that you just had. Everything kind of looks different. Like I said, it still looks good. It's still a good looking game, but you just don't get that same level of immersion. I'm loving it. Let me get up out of here, man. I'm just going to talk a little bit and rant about being able to get a card like this, because I know it ain't easy. All right, folks, I hope that you enjoyed watching me enjoy playing with some tech that is not only the hottest thing to get, but nearly impossible, man. Let's just say the last year has been practically bullshit when it comes to new tech releases, man. But I'll say this, man. I want to give a big shout out to the homie, man. Since I've been doing this YouTube, you get into this mentality of it's me against the world. Anytime you have a dream, anytime that you have a passion about something, you get into this mentality of it's me against the world. I've got to work and do this. I am the only one who cares about it. And for the most part, that is true. Only you are going to be the ones, and this is for anybody if you have any type of passion, whether it's sports, art, music, anything, man. It's your passion. You know, you have to be the one who cares about it the most. But you got to be able to acknowledge the blessings and the angels that you have when they show themselves to you. I've been lucky to meet a couple of really good people just by doing YouTube. No matter the situation, I would call them brothers. I want to give a big shout out to the homie John of John's Films. It felt so weird sending him pictures of his graphics card in my system and him being like, yo, that looks dope. Yo, that's crazy. I can't wait to see what you do with it. I'm going to be getting this back to him shortly after I have some more fun with it. You'll probably see it in upcoming videos that have nothing to do with a 3080 graphics card, just because I can. But we all know, man, with the situation, we have new GPUs coming, 3080 Ti's, 3060s. Hopefully I'll be getting my hand on a 3060 here, because when we look at it compared to previous generations, it may not be the best option. So stay tuned for that, man. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, man. Give a big shout out in the comments to the Vanglorious Jehovah. Y'all know what we do. Drop that cookie emoji down below in the comments. Man, if you like this, man, tell a friend to tell a friend. It's your kinfolk Dookie, man. Holla at your boy. Why you looking so good? You looking like a tie-dye salamander this morning. God damn. I look intimidating, like I'm like hovering over you. Sweaty sweat. All right, that's gotta be it. You know, you complete me. I'm just saying. Boy, that ain't even yours. I gotta react better. It's just been so, I can't. Boy. You did. That might be the one.